Your first year of UWI legit feels like they threw you onto the Titanic to drown and fend for yourself in the Atlantic Ocean. And then the boat that finally came at the end was Jesus saying, "Okay, daughter, I see you. I'm here for you. I'm going to help you survive this. We're going to do this together." Period.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nas, and my content is all about inspiration, edification, fun, and good vibes. If you like what you see, then consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. So I read a quote once that says, "A smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others." And so in this video, if you clicked on it because you're looking to hear the experience of somebody who has already been through UWI for 1 year, maybe you're applying to UWI, or you're soon, or maybe you just got accepted and you're looking for some, looking to hear some stories, some experiences to kind of prep yourself for what's to come, then my friend, you clicked on the right video, because I will be sharing with you guys some mistakes that you 100% need to avoid, because I already made them for you, and also just sharing my experience, not only being at UWI for 1 year, but being at UWI online for 1 year because of this pandemic. So mistake number one that I probably made the most throughout the entire first year is spending time complaining that you could be spending praying for God to empower you with the strength that you need to survive the semester. I literally started off the year with a motto. My motto was, pray your way through, not complain your way through. By the time all of the work chipped in and it was just so overwhelming and just came at me like a flood, like in the book of Exodus, when the plagues came and Pharaoh was just like, he didn't see any of them coming. Like, I'm Pharaoh, and the plagues that came were like all my assignments that came, and I'm wondering, like, I just didn't see any of them coming. So yeah, that was it for me. Like, I think I spent a lot of time complaining, and honestly, it's fun to laugh at memes of, students who share your struggle of the stress and not having any motivation. But when you don't laugh at the meme and you don't share the meme, then reality is still there, where you have to do your work. And so complaining about it doesn't make the stress go away. It just probably makes you feel a bit better in the moment, because you feel like by complaining you're releasing some steam, I guess. But then when that done, like, okay, you could have prayed though. You could have spent that time praying for God to actually help you do the assignment properly. It's really easy to lose that vision and that motto when everybody around you is also complaining, and when there are like a billion things to complain about. But you can choose to have a different mindset. You can choose to be the diamond in the rough and to pray your way through, because trust me when I tell you, you're going to need to pray your way through university. Mistake number two is thinking that because you're online, you don't need to worry that much about time management. Let me tell you something. Pro number one of doing school online is that you're at home. But con number one of doing school online is also that you're at home. Literally, when you're at home, you don't realize it, because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm at home, I have all the time in the world, I'm not wasting time actually traveling to school or doing other things in between. But yes, you are. Legit, in class, sometimes I'm cooking. Like, sometimes, so I go class on my laptop, right? But then sometimes I wake up late, and so I wake up just in time to get ready for class. And then I don't get to eat breakfast, and the class is like a 3-hour lecture early in the morning, so I'm hungry. Sometimes I legit have to like sign out of the class on my laptop, sign in on my phone, so that I can carry it with me while I'm cooking. And in doing that, you're half focused because you're cooking, or you're talking to your family who is around you, making up noise, or you are on your phone probably surfing the internet, because let's face it, you're online, you're no longer in a physical school where the teacher can scold you for taking out your phone. You can just go on your phone, talk to your friend them about idle stuff, go on social media. You have different tabs that you can open on your computer. Legit, people are on YouTube in class. I don't know how them do that multitask of like listening to the lecturer and the YouTube video, but people do it. People are, I don't even know. But legit, it's thinking that you have all the time in the world. No, you don't. Procrastination will still come and rob you. It is still a thief. It is still lurking, and you need to run far from it. And so scheduling is your best friend. Scheduling time for class, to study, to wake up in time, to cook your food, bathe, get ready, and stuff like that. Sometimes I went to class in my sleep clothes. But now hide and talk. I did it. I mean, like, because sometimes I wake up late because I'm like, okay, I'm at home, I can go to my bed anytime because I can just wake up and log on to class. And yes, you can do that, but then you're still kind of half asleep in the morning after going to bed so late. And so you're in class in your nightie. It's like you're there physically, but mentally your mind is at the beach. So you have to be mindful of that, and you have to force yourself and put yourself in that frame of mind by doing what you have to do. Mistake number 3 is thinking that because all the classes are being recorded, you're gonna actually make the time to go and watch the recording after, so you don't need to actually pay attention in the moment. That is a lie from the pit of hell. You need to pay attention in class because there's a 99% chance that you will not make the time to go back and watch that recording. Take it from me. Like, I'm in class sometimes, I'm just like, okay, I'm half listening, half understanding, but it's fine, I can go back and watch the recording.
That now go happen. That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
Recording where? Watch what recording when I'm on YouTube? Watch what recording when I'm on TikTok? Watch what recording when I'm talking to my friends? Watch what recording when it's exam time? Like, hello. Just pay attention from now. Like, if you really have to rewatch something, then you can know that, okay, it's there for me to watch because I really don't understand. But don't make it because you purposely don't pay attention while you have to now go back and watch the recording. Pay attention from early. You can use the time that you plan to use rewatching the recording to actually study what you already learned because you were paying attention in the original class time. So these next 2 mistakes aren't necessarily mistakes that I've made, but they're mistakes that you 100% need to avoid. And it's 1, thinking that you don't need a support system, and 2, following friends that claim they're going to fail and that they're not studying, because they are the friends that are studying the most. As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens another man. In the same way, guys, you need a support system, especially doing school online. You're not physically in classes. I think being online more than ever, you need that support system. Have a point of contact in every class, somebody who you know say you can consult and trust to check in for something, check in for an assignment, or for something that you don't understand. Sometimes I'm even just in class, and if I like miss something that the lecturer said, I have somebody I can message and say, yo, what did I just say a while ago, or something like that, or somebody who can explain the assignment to you, somebody who you can do the assignment with. Have that support system, because we're all equally experiencing the same thing online. We're all feeling the same lack of motivation. We're all overwhelmed. We're all stressed. And so knowing that you're not alone and knowing that you have that support system around you, when you are weary, they can lift you up. And then when they are weary, you can lift them up. You need to have a support system. And don't follow your friend and say them not study, because trust me, they are studying. They are the ones that are staying up late doing those all-nighters to make sure they them pass the class. I don't follow people who say, oh, I'm gonna fail that, because they're not gonna fail that. They're the ones with the highest GPA. So girl, bye. As for my actual experience just doing school online, I made a few pointers that I want to touch on. So 1, making friends online has been an interesting experience. It's like I'm building these bonds with people that I've never met, which isn't a strange concept because we live in an era of social media and talking to people that you have never seen. So it's not like it's a strange concept, but just the fact that you haven't met your friends yet and you live in the same country, same vicinity probably, but you can't see them because of this virus that's in the air. So it's been an interesting experience. But shout out to all of my friends that I've made. Not that many, because I kind of stick to my old friends still, but I have made a couple of new people that I talk to. You know yourself, if you're watching, big up to you. But yeah, I definitely prefer making friends in person. Nothing beats making friends in person. Nothing beats making friends in person. And the next thing, okay, so I've actually always wanted to experience homeschooling, but now that I kind of have, in a sense, 10 out of 10 don't recommend because, alright, let me be honest, there are positives with doing school online. There are positives. It's a lot more convenient. I mean, I saved on gas, I saved on bus fare, but I also lost because I didn't get any allowance because I'm at home. I would have preferred going in person. Yeah, I if I could choose, now that I have experienced the best of both worlds, in-person school is comment down below which one you prefer, online or in person. Next is I felt demotivated like 99% of the year. So it was really hard, like just finding the motivation, like ¿dónde estás? No quiero encontrarte porque estás escondiendo de mí porque te necesito. Like, yeah, but I did what I had to do, and I passed my exams. I got through the first semester, waiting on my grades for this second semester. But yeah, struggling with balancing time with God and time at school was a huge struggle for me. And I didn't think it would be because I figured, okay, I'm at home, so I have all the time in the world to seek God and figure out how I can balance that with school and everything. But it was one of my biggest struggles. It's like finding that balance, you know, and not succumbing to my feelings of not wanting to seek God or not wanting to pray, not wanting to do this and that, because the truth is God is who got me through this semester. Like, legit, like, but even I say it quite cliche, like, I'm not joking, I tell, like, he legit got me through this semester, the entire year. He came through for me in so many ways. God didn't only come through for me financially with being able to actually go to university, because that's the whole testimony by itself, trust me. But then just like seeing how, because like our online, it can be tricky because the biggest fear of everybody doing online tests and online exams and stuff is having connectivity problems. And for a lot of people, that was a huge issue. You never know if your lights will go away or if you're going to have Wi-Fi issues, and so you're just praying and hoping that all will be well, really. And I've had situations, I remember one particular instance last semester, my first semester, where I was doing this test at like 1 a.m. in the morning, and all of a sudden in the middle of the test, the Wi-Fi chip out, my answers were not saved, the timer was still on for the test, I was losing time, I didn't know what to do because I can't close the portal. If you close the portal, you lose the test and you can't reopen the portal, so I would have lost. And just in that moment, I was just legit praying over the computer saying, Lord, revive this, like, fix this. I was praying over the computer, legit. And God, being a God of suddenlies, came through for me suddenly. Not suddenly, I mean, it took a while. Like, I was there for 20 minutes praying and wondering what I go on. But then he came through for me. And then same for this semester, I was my very last exam. Same thing, Wi-Fi problems. I was there in the middle of writing my essays. 2 essays I had to write, and by the time I was ready to attach the essays in the question box to send off, Wi-Fi chip out, no essay was attached, nothing was saved. I can't redo the exam, obviously. So I was there wondering what I'm going to do. And then it was like late in the night, I'm messaging my teacher. Wasn't really much of an option because the likelihood of him responding at that late hour was slim to none. But then God came through for me, and all of a sudden I was miraculously able to reattempt the test after much effort and much trying. I had to switch laptops but trust me, and if I can do it, you can do it. God will help you through it. And my biggest advice for you, if you're like going to be a future UE student, is just know that it won't be easy. It will not be a bed of roses. If you're coming from sixth form was one thing, but university is another. You learn independence because you're really fending for yourself. Be prepared for like a lot of group work. You have a compulsory course called critical reading and writing. It's doable. It is doable. It's not a monster, but just don't be like the rest of us that wait till last minute to actually start your research. Do it early and you'll be fine. Just seek God through it all. Don't wait till exam to pray for your A. Seek God through it all. Like legit, I was submitting an assignment and I'm like, God, I submit this to the teacher, but I submit it even more so to you, and I pray for your favor over this. I experienced the favor of God in so many different areas. So pray your way through, guys. Don't be like me. Don't complain your way through. Pray your way through. It will make a difference, because complaining will not make the stress go away. So I really just encourage anybody who's applying to UE that you can do it. I believe in you. You will have a great first year, hopefully a better one than I did. Learn from my mistakes. Do not commit the same mistakes, guys. If you avoid those mistakes that I just told you, you're well on your way to having a high GPA and having a very good and meaningful first year. So all the best to all of you guys. Forward this to anybody who you know who is applying to UWI or going to UWI or will one day soon go to UWI. Until next time, stay safe.